Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Timely intervention. Fires from distance. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries lifting it over. Here it is now, surely!
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Gets it back. Receives it in a good position. Forward it goes. It is deadlocked. Over to the left. It's one! Tries to get it forward quickly. Cuts it out. Gets the better of his man. It is quite a run he's making here. Goes for goal! The breakthrough. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
So we have our breakthrough.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't.
Goes for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Away from immediate danger. Plays it over to the other flank. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Norway come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. Oh, shooting chance! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hoists it forward. Chip through, knocks it away, and it's played forward. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee.
Arnautovic really got caught in a trap there and he just couldn't get out.
Good ball. He's got the ball, he's got the space. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Finds himself eased off the ball. Brings it forward. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Alaba. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. Has a hit! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Norway take a two-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Now a chance to break. It's the throw. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
And there's a long ball. Cleared away. The move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Is that Norway did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have... Chance! And it's a goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. Norway are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Norway go ahead. 1 goal to the good. Pjanic.
Bosnia have made it clear what they're trying to do.
It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Hoists it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Norway are already ahead. The perfect start.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Plenty waiting in the middle. Battles to win it back. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Well, I'm a believer in having faith in your ability, but he's overdone it then.
Well, that's where he wants it. Surely a shot. Real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Gets it back. He's on the move, and he's going to have to go in alone. Goes for goal! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, good defence is built on positioning, communication, and you've got to have a desire to attack the ball, but they were found really wanting then on all three aspects. Nobody took charge.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Towering header! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player who's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And we hit half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Norway, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're already into the second period. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
It'll be a throw-in. Plays it long. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets it upfield. Tries to get it forward quickly. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Has he picked him out? Oh, shooting chance! And in it goes! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example.
And the finish! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pjanic. Forward it goes. Played out to the right. Gets away from his opponent. Keeps everyone guessing. It's a loose ball. A chance to play it in. Hurls himself at it. And it's played forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. No question, that's a foul. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tries to get it forward quickly. And there goes the final whistle. Norway a class apart. Opponents... Madrid made it through then to the business end of the tournament. We're down to the last 8 now, the stakes getting higher and higher. Not only them, of course, it's the same story for everyone. They all are desperate to win it. Something then is going to have to give. It is a charged atmosphere in here, fittingly so, given what is up the grounds. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. A truly big night of football here ahead of us. It always is when this competition is in town.
Well, we're at the stage, Peter, when the dream becomes believable. The stage of the season when everything takes on a tougher, more pressurised edge. When you want to win all you can, but might have to settle for one. This would be worth settling for, believe me.
The action has already started. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's Özkul! It's in! There is the breakthrough! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
A 1-0 lead established.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And that has been cleared. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Shapes to shoot! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Ronaldo gets good distance on it. Hazard goes up and over. And that's a goal kick. Rabiot. Hardly anything between the sides. And it's 1-0. Drives it towards the front. And it's played forward. Sergio Ramos. And he's on his way! Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Keeper has beaten it away. Great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Knocks it away. Hoists it forward. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. One that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Madrid happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Already up and running for the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Rabiot. Ramsey. Cristiano Ronaldo. Being still separated by the game's only goal. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Good idea, just poorly executed. Rabiot. It's anyone's ball. Shoots! He's going after it.
Juventus are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Throw it. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now the cross. Has a go! Nkudu with a definite foul there. Nkudu gets his final warning. Keeper's got good distance on that. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
De Ligt does well to read it and intercepts. Plays it long. Has he picked him out?
This is good ball retention and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And it's Rabiot.
Juventus are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance, must be. He's gone for it. And in it goes. 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Kudu gets it back. And that will be the final act. Madrid take a huge step towards the next round. They have the all-important away... Madrid come here looking every inch the semi-finalists, having done a thoroughly convincing job on the same opponents in part 1 of this tie. The mood, of course, therefore, is good, certainly if you belong to the right camp. The question in their minds, not whether their team will progress, but can they do it with real style? We are soon, very soon, to receive the answer to that. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So one terrific performance under their belts. Now they've got to do it all again, Jim.
With a lead this big, it's tempting to think you're in the semis already, perhaps even beyond. But this lot are far too good for that, and I expect them to be professional enough about this.
And if you did... Chance! Got him rattled. Fabinho. Casemiro drives it forward. Nkudu plays it out to the flank. Back into the middle. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a fine challenge. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And it's played forward. Back to the keeper and go again. Sergio Ramos plays it forward. They've managed to get it away. That's not going to make it. Nkudu goes long. He spotted the run and played him through. And he heaves it forward. And that's been levered clear. He's made sure that that won't get through. Another chance from a corner. Azpilicueta plays it forward. Valverde battles to win it back. Varane goes looking. He's through, now is he in? And here's the chance to counter. Benzema tries a shot! And here's Pjanic. That's surely a foul, free kick. And it's Matuidi. Bentancur. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
Well, it's become an exercise in preservation, Peter. I think it's been a much more even affair, and there's no need for them to take any unnecessary risks. They look happy to frustrate and contain and just wait for a chance now.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're already into the second period. It's Benzema! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, their hopes of a clean sheet here have been dashed by a very canny player. You have to admire the way this guy goes about his business, very professional and ruthless, and another valuable goal.
Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It's one! That is gorgeous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And with that goal comes comfort. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Oh look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost. Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. That's a decent ball. Goes for goal! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Well, they're very... That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. All the way back, and they start again. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Blint. Shot a goal! Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And he's going long.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
He's away! Higuain! And the follow-up! Back of the net! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Juventus have a goal, but it has a pop! It's in! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Clichy gets into the right position to intercept. Defence has got rid of that. Juventus get it back again. He's picked him out. Has a pop! They've done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Juventus playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valverde gets it, and now what? Just brushed off the ball there. And that will be the final act. Madrid through to the semi-finals. The trophy almost touchable.